My name is Lawrence Porter. I am the Assistant National Secretary of the Socialist Equality Party and Chairman of the Workers' Inquiry into the bankruptcy of Detroit and the attack on the DIA and pensions, which we organized in the middle of February. The inquiry exposed and documented the conspiracy on the part of the Republicans, the Democrats, and the trade unions to employ or go along with the use of the federal bankruptcy courts as a means of seizing public assets and the accumulated pension benefits that belong to city workers. Both local and national media have supported the bankruptcy and falsified the real impact this will have on workers. This is a massive social crime involving the transfer of billions of dollars in assets, which will mean the destruction of tens of thousands of workers' lives. Those responsible are, in fact, criminals. The World Socialist Web Site has interviewed workers who are directly affected by the cuts. Over the next several weeks, we will be publishing in both video and printed form their side of the story.
Our pensions are a trust. The vested employees and the retired workers own that trust. Our trust is worth billions of dollars in assets. It holds that in reserve. So my point being, the city of Detroit is insolvent. The pensions themselves are not. I see this as an attempt to steal our trust fund. March 1st, retirees of the city of Detroit had their health plans eliminated. For me, my defined benefit plan itself pays $11.24 a month to me. From that, my contribution for my retiree health plan that I chose is $103 a month. Okay, that represents 9% of my pension. Okay, for me to have the exact PPO plan that now I have to pay for as of March 1st, in other words, the city of Detroit is not a contributor to that plan, it would cost me $656 a month for that same plan. Obviously, I can't afford that plan. That's about 52% of my pay. So I had to choose a less expensive plan, which happens to be an HMO. My doctor for 30 years and the specialists that I see for certain issues that I have are not a part of this network. So this plan that I had to choose, which I couldn't afford the dental, which is a separate plan, or the vision, is now costing me 29% of my monthly pension. That's to cover my wife and myself. And now on top of that, they're talking about if we do not agree to this scandalous offer that they've made us, that we may face 34% cuts in our pension on top of the cut that we've just gotten for our health care. Like a lot of people, I think that capitalism, as we know it, has failed. But the general public, at least in my view, seem to be embracing some of the ideology behind the socialist movement. What I do believe is that the Obama administration, who happened, and I happened to vote for President Obama twice, they have let me down personally in terms of what's going on in the city of Detroit. You know, I've been looking now for almost 8 months for a part-time job to supplement my income. They're hard to find, even part-time jobs, especially when you're old. I applied for a menial job. I hold a master's degree, have worked for 40 years in various jobs, managed. This was for a menial job. I applied online. I got an email back from the company that said I wasn't qualified. So this whole employment economic issue, it's scandalous.